I just want to comment on this because it's just so hilarious. We've been doing all these videos, so we might as well talk about the last and final issue of tokenized Spider-Man, Peter Darker, Peter Parker in blackface, also known as Miles Morales. We've talked about a series of what ifs that they gave him a whole basically mini series of what if. It wasn't a one off like they had historically been for the most part. It was for the most part. But it was he got his own limited series, basically 5 issues of him just being everybody. Just really goes to show how much Marvel's putting into this character that nobody's really interested in outside of the comic or in the comic books. Outside of it, yes, like I said, that's the one place that these goofy characters can kind of catch on because cosplayers and people like that and like Twitter stands, they'll actually find interest in it because they like the idea of stuff. Like you got to remember, these are all products. These are all like products. They don't mean characters don't mean anything. These guys, they only refer to the comics when they legitimize their personal social views. Any other time, it's a different universe. Who cares? Because it's just product to them and just the end thing, which I guess as to kind of veer off in another direction is kind of sad about it all because at the end of the day, once the comic industry is ran completely into the bucking ground, the normies are going that like hot side, they're gonna move on to whatever the next big thing is, and we're gonna be here left to have shit rise from the ashes. I'm perfectly fine with that, I guess, whatever. But that's the only place that it catches on. Twitter, Instagram, shit like that. Not really, and movies, like stuff, they'll do that. They'll watch a show, they'll watch a movie. But purchase a book, that's just not happening. They don't have capital like that. They don't got money to be going to the comic book shop every Wednesday to keep up with their favorite character. They ain't got capital. But Miles Morales, on the 5th and final issue, has teamed up with everybody. All of the Miles Morales is from the different universe. So, of course, he's tokenized Spider-Man. But you also get him being, as you see in document here, Thor. We covered that. We covered him being Wolverine. We covered him being Captain America. But we didn't cover him being Hulk. They basically said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make Miles Morales be fucking arguably the 5 most prominent characters are all right here. Right? Not necessarily Avengers, but some of their most prominent characters for sure are all right here. And Miles Morales is literally all of them. Remember, we covered his graffiti Thor. He got graffiti all on a Mjolnir and he put it on a Rainbow Bridge. Some of the people are asking in the live chat what the fuck they're looking at. You're looking at dog shit comic books. This is the state of the industry right now. But yes, he's Hulk, as you can see right there. He's Captain America, and he's Wolverine, and he's, of course, tokenized Spider-Man, which he's always been. So what's happening is that looks like they're all teaming up. It says several multiversal variants of Miles Morales are coming together to stop an evil that threatens all realities. The 5th and final issue of Marvel's What If brings together Miles's let's look. That term looks so silly. Mileses of multiverse for Climactic Team Up, written by Cody Ziegler, illustrated by Paco, whatever, blah blah blah. It says, yeah. So what if it's 5-point series? Goes from being Miles, Wolverine, all that shit, and it's hitting shelves in May 11th. Issue 3 will be a universe where Miles he became Hulk. And 4 is when he became Thor. So I guess I got it. No, I just read that. Yeah, 3 becomes Hulk, 4 becomes Thor. The Miles of the main Marvel universe is going to join the group in the final issue. The original character, well, we know all that. So in the final issue, Miles from Marvel's universe, which also is tokenized, right? So he's tokenized everybody, is going to be teaming up with them, and they're going to fight some big threat, I guess, or that threatens all of the realities of Miles Morales. I would say this: if this character was as interesting as they actually like to think that he is, again, you don't like Miles Morales. You like the idea of Miles Morales because you don't buy his books. His books don't sell, to be fair, because you don't buy them, because they don't sell. Came first chicken or the egg. Y'all just not interested in it. Let's just say that. For a guy that's so fucking popular, his books don't. He's still on his current run, which I don't understand why they're keeping this charade going. But nobody's buying that dog shit in the first place. So, but if he was that interesting, you wouldn't be doing these instances where he's being everybody like this. This is very unique. He's already a tokenized character. Now he's tokenized this, that. This isn't some instance of, well, he teamed up with this character. No, he's literally becoming characters, other tokenized character. So for him to be that interesting, you wouldn't do that, right? And now I've said this before. Definitely with the Spider folk, Marvel fucked that up with the whole web of spiders and all this Spider-Verse stuff where you got all these different Spider folk. It really cheapened what was supposed to just be a guy who got bit by a spider and then used his intellect and his upbringing and experience to become the hero that he is. Now it's not even unique. It's a whole bunch of everybody. You get a Spider-Man. You get a Spider. Everybody's fucking Spider-Man, depending on what universe that you're looking at. And all they've done is cheapen the character. But he isn't the only character that they've cheapened. There's been other they call them variants, I guess. Other variants of other characters that exist before. But this, they're making Miles be him. And Miles just got a 5-point, one of the most popular characters, according to you guys. He's got a 5-issue miniseries of him becoming other characters. In addition to the one that he's already pretending to be.
You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, ericdjuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.